Welcome back, coin lovers. What if I told you that 3 ordinary-looking presidential $1 coins hiding in pocket change could be worth far more than just $1? Today, we're taking a close look at 3 fascinating presidential dollar coins honoring Andrew Jackson, James Monroe, and Zachary Taylor. You'll discover the history behind each coin, the rare mint errors that collectors eagerly search for, the highest auction prices ever paid, and the simple details that could turn an everyday dollar into a valuable collectible. Before you spend any presidential dollar coin, make sure you watch until the very end, because one tiny detail on the edge of your coin could mean the difference between $1 and hundreds, or even thousands, of dollars. Let's begin with our first presidential dollar coin. Top 5 most at first glance. This golden-colored Zachary Taylor presidential $1 coin may seem like nothing more than an ordinary dollar coin. Thousands of people receive presidential dollars in change every year without realizing that some examples are worth far more than their face value. This particular coin honors Zachary Taylor, the President of the United States, who served from 1849 to 1850. His presidency lasted only about 16 months before his unexpected death, making him one of the shortest-serving presidents in American history. Even though his time in office was brief, his military career and historical significance earned him a place in the United States Mint's presidential dollar coin program. While millions of these coins were produced, collectors know that hidden among them are rare varieties, mint errors, and exceptional high-grade examples that can command impressive prices. Before spending one of these coins, it is worth taking a closer look because the smallest detail could make all the difference. The Zachary Taylor presidential dollar was released by the United States Mint in 2009 as part of the presidential $1 coin program. The purpose of this series was to honor every deceased president of the United States in the order they served. Each coin features a detailed portrait of the president on the obverse and the Statue of Liberty on the reverse. Unlike most American coins, the presidential dollar carries its date, mint mark, and national motto on the edge rather than the front or back. This unique design immediately set the series apart and also created opportunities for one of the most famous mint errors in modern American coin collecting. Before becoming president, Zachary Taylor built his reputation as a military hero. He served in the United States Army for decades and became famous during the Mexican-American War. His victories earned him the nickname Old Rough and Ready, a title that reflected his willingness to share the hardships of military life with his soldiers. Because of his national popularity, Taylor was elected president despite having very little political experience. His image on this coin serves as a reminder of both his military achievements and his brief presidency during one of the most challenging periods leading up to the American Civil War. Like every presidential dollar, the Zachary Taylor coin is not made of solid gold. Its golden appearance comes from a special manganese brass outer layer surrounding a pure copper core. The alloy contains copper, zinc, manganese, and nickel, producing a bright golden color while keeping production costs low. Each coin weighs approximately 8.1 grams, measures 26.5 millimeters in diameter, and has a smooth edge containing the inscriptions. These specifications help collectors verify authenticity and distinguish genuine coins from counterfeits or altered examples. One of the first things collectors examine is the edge lettering. Around the edge of a genuine Zachary Taylor dollar, you should find the year of issue, the mint mark, E pluribus unum, and In God We Trust. Many people never notice these inscriptions because they are hidden on the edge instead of the coin's faces. However, this unusual design led to one of the most valuable modern minting mistakes ever discovered. During production, some coins accidentally skipped the edge lettering machine altogether, leaving the edge completely blank. These coins became known as missing edge lettering errors. Because they lacked the national motto, collectors often refer to them as godless dollars. Authentic examples certified by professional grading companies have sold for hundreds and sometimes even over $1,000, depending on rarity and condition. Another highly collectible variety involves doubled edge lettering. This occurs when a coin accidentally passes through the edge lettering machine twice, causing the inscriptions to overlap. Under magnification, The doubled letters become clearly visible and immediately attract collector interest. Other mint errors include off-center strikes, clipped planchets, broad strikes, die cracks, struck-through errors, and dramatic die breaks. Although these errors are uncommon, spectacular examples certified by major grading services often bring substantial premiums whenever they appear in the marketplace. Condition is one of the most important factors affecting value. Millions of Zachary Taylor dollars entered circulation, where they accumulated scratches, dents, and wear from everyday use. These circulated examples usually remain worth only $1. However, coins preserved in mint state condition with brilliant luster and minimal contact marks become increasingly desirable. Professional grading companies use a numerical scale from MS60 to MS70. As the grade approaches perfection, the number of surviving coins drops dramatically. An MS67 or MS68 Zachary Taylor dollar is considerably scarcer than a typical circulated example and often sells for many times its face value. Collectors also pay close attention to the coin's appearance. Because of the manganese brass outer layer, many presidential dollars develop attractive shades of gold, bronze, or brown over time. Natural tunning can enhance a coin's appeal, but harsh cleaning or polishing almost always reduces its value. Many beginners mistakenly believe that cleaning a coin makes it more valuable because it appears brighter. In reality, cleaning creates microscopic scratches that experienced collectors and professional grading services can easily detect. Once a coin has been improperly cleaned, restoring its original surface is nearly impossible. Authentication is essential whenever a presidential dollar appears unusual or especially valuable. Organizations such as PCGS and NGC carefully examine coins to verify authenticity, identify mint errors, assign official grades, and encapsulate them in tamper-resistant holders. Certified coins inspire greater confidence among buyers and often sell for higher prices than raw, uncertified examples. If you suspect your Zachary Taylor dollar has a rare mint error or exceptional preservation, professional certification is often the best next step. Auction records demonstrate how dramatically values can vary. Most circulated Zachary Taylor dollars remain worth their face value of $1 because of their large mintage. Uncirculated rolls, mint sets, and certified high-grade examples generally command higher prices. Exceptional mint state coins with outstanding eye appeal may sell for dozens or even hundreds of dollars. Genuine missing edge lettering errors, doubled edge lettering varieties, and major striking errors have reached prices of several $100s and, in exceptional cases, exceeded $1,000. These remarkable sales encourage collectors to inspect every presidential dollar they encounter rather than assuming it is ordinary. Another interesting aspect of collecting presidential dollars is assembling a complete set. Because the series honors presidents in chronological order, many collectors search for every issue, including Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco mint examples. Completing a high-grade collection is much more difficult than simply finding one coin of each design. Assembling a set of certified mint state coins requires patience, careful research, and an understanding of grading standards. If you own a Zachary Taylor presidential dollar, begin by examining the edge under bright light. Confirm that the lettering is complete and properly aligned. Check for doubled inscriptions, missing lettering, unusual strike characteristics, die cracks, or other minting abnormalities. Inspect the surfaces for scratches, wear, and original mint luster. If the coin appears to be in unusually high-grade condition or displays an obvious mint error, consider having it evaluated by a reputable coin dealer or submitted to a professional grading service. While most Zachary Taylor presidential dollars remain worth only $1, the rare exceptions remind collectors that extraordinary treasures can still be hiding in everyday pocket change, waiting to be discovered by someone who knows exactly what to look for. First up, listen to me. At first glance, this 2008 Andrew Jackson presidential $1 coin may look like an ordinary dollar that millions of Americans have seen before. It features the portrait of Andrew Jackson, the 7th President of the United States, who served from 1829 to 1837. Around the portrait, you can read Andrew Jackson at the top and 7th President 1829-1837 along the bottom. This coin was issued by the United States Mint in 2008 as part of the presidential $1 coin program. It is not made of solid gold or silver. Instead, it is composed of a copper core covered with an outer layer of manganese brass, giving it its distinctive golden appearance. The complete alloy includes copper, zinc, manganese, and nickel. Although millions were produced, certain examples can be surprisingly valuable depending on their condition, rarity, and mint errors. That is why collectors always examine every detail before deciding whether a coin is common or potentially worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. When the presidential dollar program was introduced in 2007, its goal was to honor every deceased president of the United States in the order they served. The Andrew Jackson dollar became one of the most recognized coins in the series because Jackson remains one of the most controversial and historically significant presidents in American history. The reverse side of the coin features the Statue of Liberty, symbolizing freedom and the nation's ideals. Unlike many earlier U.S. coins, the date, mint mark, and the motto E pluribus unum are found on the edge of the coin instead of the front or back. Many new collectors overlook the edge lettering, but experienced collectors know it is one of the first places to inspect, because missing or incorrect edge lettering can transform an ordinary dollar into a highly collectible mint error. The United States Mint struck these coins at several facilities, including Philadelphia and Denver, with additional proof coins produced in San Francisco for collectors. The mint mark is represented by the letters P, D, or S on the edge lettering. Philadelphia coins carry a P, Denver coins carry a D, while proof versions from San Francisco have an S. Production numbers reached into the tens of millions, making most circulated examples worth only their face value of $1. However, that is only the beginning of the story, because collectors are not searching for ordinary examples. They are searching for rare varieties, exceptional grades, and unusual minting mistakes. One of the most famous errors associated with the presidential dollar series is the missing edge lettering error. During the minting process, some coins accidentally skipped the edge lettering machine, leaving the edge completely blank. These error coins quickly became known among collectors as godless dollars because they were missing the inscription, "In God We Trust." Depending on the condition and demand, authentic missing edge lettering Andrew Jackson dollars have sold for prices ranging from several $100s to well over $1,000. If you own one of these coins, checking the edge carefully is one of the most important steps before spending or selling it. Another valuable variety involves doubled edge lettering, where the coin passed through the edge lettering machine twice. This creates overlapping letters that are clearly visible under magnification. Although these errors are much scarcer than ordinary coins, collectors are willing to pay significant premiums for well-preserved examples. Additional mint errors include off-center strikes, broad strikes, clipped planchets, die cracks, and struck-through errors. While some of these are relatively minor, dramatic examples certified by professional grading companies, often command impressive prices at auctions. Condition is another factor that greatly affects value. Most Andrew Jackson dollars found in circulation show scratches, wear, and contact marks from everyday use. Such coins are generally worth only $1. However, coins preserved in mint state condition with brilliant luster and virtually no wear are much more desirable. Professional grading services assign numerical grades ranging from MS-60 to the nearly perfect MS-70. Coins graded MS-67 or higher become increasingly scarce because very few survive without noticeable imperfections. As the grade increases, the market value often rises dramatically. Collectors also pay close attention to the coin's color and surface quality. Since these dollars are made with a manganese brass outer layer, many develop darker golden, brown, or even greenish toning over time. Natural toning is generally acceptable and sometimes even attractive to collectors. However, environmental damage, corrosion, harsh cleaning, or polishing usually reduces a coin's value. A cleaned coin may appear shiny, but experienced buyers can often recognize unnatural surfaces immediately. For this reason, experts recommend never cleaning old coins, even if they appear dirty. Authentication is extremely important whenever a coin seems unusually valuable. Professional grading companies such as PCGS and NGC examine coins for authenticity, assign official grades, and encapsulate them in protective holders. Certification gives buyers confidence and often increases marketability. Before assuming a coin is rare, compare its weight, edge lettering, and appearance with authenticated examples. A genuine presidential dollar should weigh approximately 8.1 grams and measure about 26.5 millimeters in diameter. Auction results demonstrate how much value exceptional examples can achieve. Ordinary circulated Andrew Jackson dollars usually sell for only $1. Attractive uncirculated rolls or mint sets bring higher prices, while certified high-grade examples often sell for tens or even hundreds of dollars. Rare mint errors, especially missing edge lettering or dramatic striking errors, have reached prices exceeding $1,000 depending on rarity, certification, and overall eye appeal. These impressive sales continue to inspire collectors to inspect every presidential dollar they receive in change. Many beginners believe every golden-colored dollar is automatically valuable, but that is not true. Value depends on rarity, preservation, collector demand, and verified mint errors. Learning to recognize these characteristics can transform an ordinary coin search into an exciting treasure hunt. Even if your 2008 Andrew Jackson dollar turns out to be a common example, studying it provides valuable knowledge about American history, minting technology, and modern coin collecting. Before placing the coin back into circulation, examine it under bright lighting with a magnifying glass. Check the edge lettering carefully for the date, mint mark, and inscriptions. Look for missing letters, doubled lettering, unusual strike characteristics, or signs of other mint errors. If the coin appears to have an unusual feature or remains in exceptional uncirculated condition, consider having it evaluated by a reputable coin dealer or submitted to a professional grading service. While most 2008 Andrew Jackson presidential dollars are worth face value, the rare exceptions prove that remarkable discoveries can still be hiding in everyday collections, waiting for someone observant enough to recognize their true significance. Next up, at first glance, this 2008 James Monroe presidential $1 coin may seem like an ordinary golden-colored dollar that many people overlook. But appearances can be deceiving. Every presidential dollar tells a story, and the James Monroe coin is no exception. Issued by the United States Mint in 2008, this coin honors James Monroe, the fifth president of the United States, who served from 1817 to 1825. If your coin carries the P Mint mark, it was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. Like all presidential dollars, it is made from a pure copper core with an outer layer of manganese brass, containing copper, zinc, manganese, and nickel. This special alloy gives the coin its rich golden color. While millions of these coins were produced, a few rare examples with mint errors or exceptional condition have become highly collectible and surprisingly valuable. That is why experienced collectors inspect every detail before deciding whether a coin is worth $1 or hundreds, or even thousands of dollars. The presidential $1 coin program was introduced by the United States Mint in 2007 to honor every deceased president of the United States in the order they served. James Monroe became one of the featured presidents in the 2008 release. His presidency is remembered as the era of good feelings, a time of national unity following the War of 1812. Monroe is also famous for establishing the Monroe Doctrine, a policy that warned European nations against interfering in the Americas. Because of his importance in American history, his portrait was selected to appear on this $1 coin. The front of the coin displays Monroe's portrait, along with the inscriptions James Monroe and 5th President 1817-1825. The reverse side features the Statue of Liberty, a symbol of freedom and hope, shared by every presidential dollar in the series. One of the most interesting features of the James Monroe dollar is something many people never notice. Instead of placing the date and mint mark on the front or reverse, the United States Mint placed them on the edge of the coin. Along the edge you will find the year 2008, the P Mint mark, the motto E Pluribus Unum, and In God We Trust. Because the lettering is on the edge, many collectors forget to check it. However, experienced numismatists know that the edge can reveal some of the most valuable mint errors ever discovered in the presidential dollar series. Among the most famous errors is the missing edge lettering variety. During production, some coins accidentally skip the edge lettering machine, leaving the edge completely blank. Since these coins lack the motto, "In God We Trust," collectors nickname them godless dollars. Although the first major discoveries involved George Washington dollars, later presidential dollars, including James Monroe examples, have also been found with missing edge lettering. Authentic examples certified by professional grading companies can sell for hundreds or even more than $1,000, depending on rarity and condition. Another exciting error collectors search for is doubled edge lettering. This occurs when a coin accidentally passes through the edge lettering machine twice, creating overlapping letters that are easy to recognize under magnification. Collectors also look for off-center strikes, broad strikes, clipped planchets, die cracks, struck-through errors, and dramatic die breaks. While many of these errors are uncommon, spectacular examples can attract strong bidding whenever they appear at major coin auctions. Although the Philadelphia Mint produced millions of James Monroe dollars, condition plays a major role in determining value. Most coins entered circulation shortly after release and quickly accumulated scratches, contact marks, and wear. These circulated examples usually remain worth only their $1 face value. However, coins preserved in brilliant uncirculated condition are much more desirable. Professional grading companies assign mint state grades from MS60 to MS70. As the grade increases, the population decreases, making high-grade examples increasingly valuable. An MS67 or MS68 James Monroe dollar is far scarcer than an ordinary circulated coin and often commands a significant premium among collectors. Collectors also pay close attention to the surface of the coin. Because of the manganese brass outer layer, some presidential dollars develop attractive golden, bronze, or lightly toned surfaces over time. Natural tunning is often accepted by collectors, while harsh cleaning, polishing, or corrosion usually lowers a coin's value. A cleaned coin may appear brighter, but microscopic scratches left by improper cleaning are easily detected by experienced collectors and professional grading services. For this reason, experts always recommend leaving coins in their original condition. Authentication is another essential step whenever a coin appears unusual or valuable. Organizations such as PCGS and NGC carefully examine coins to verify authenticity, assign professional grades, and encapsulate them in protective holders. Certification increases buyer confidence and often makes valuable coins easier to sell. A genuine presidential dollar should weigh approximately 8.1 grams and measure about 26.5 millimeters in diameter. Checking these specifications helps rule out altered or counterfeit examples. Auction records show that ordinary circulated James Monroe dollars generally sell for face value. Attractive uncirculated rolls, mint sets, and certified high-grade coins often bring higher prices. Exceptional mint state examples with outstanding luster can sell for several dozen dollars or more, while certified rare mint errors such as missing edge lettering or major striking mistakes have reached several $100s and in exceptional cases exceeded $1,000. These remarkable sales continue to inspire collectors to examine every presidential dollar they receive in change. Many people assume that every golden-colored $1 coin is automatically rare or valuable, but that is not the case. The real value depends on rarity, condition, collector demand, and verified mint errors. A common circulated James Monroe dollar is worth $1, while a flawless certified example or a dramatic mint error can be worth many times more. Understanding these differences is what separates casual collectors from knowledgeable numismatists. Before you spend or store your 2008 James Monroe P Mint presidential dollar, inspect it carefully under bright light. Examine the edge lettering to confirm that all inscriptions are present. Look for doubled lettering, missing inscriptions, unusual strike characteristics, die cracks, or other minting abnormalities. If the coin appears to be in exceptional condition or displays an unusual feature, consider having it evaluated by a reputable coin dealer or a professional grading service. While most 2008 James Monroe presidential dollars remain worth their face value, rare high-grade examples and genuine mint-era coins continue to prove that extraordinary treasures can still be found hiding among ordinary pocket change.